Hello, Serene Sage. So, in this video, we are going to talk about some of the blessings coming your way, and I will also pull some oracles to tell you what the universe would like you to do to bring those blessings closer towards you. All right, so I'm shuffling up the deck. Let's find out what blessings are entering your life. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, we have the Ten of Swords. That's interesting. Ace of Wands beginning, Ten of Swords ending. Oh, we have the Tower. That rarely comes out for me, at least whenever I do readings. I don't get a lot of the Tower. So, okay. Something's ending, and that is a blessing for you, okay? Because what's not working for you is going to take itself out of your life. Whether you like it or not, okay? Blessings aren't always what you want, aren't always what you'd like, but they're always what you need, and they're always what the universe knows is best for you. So the Tower and the Ten of Swords tells me that something is coming full circle, coming to a closure, ending. And that's what's going to get you closer to your true potential, your true spark, your true creativity, and get you closer to a new beginning that you so desperately need, but you don't even know that you need. Or maybe you know it, but you don't do anything to end the things that are bringing you down, right? Hi, Snow Entry. Yes, I can get near future, but you'll have to wait until the end of the reading, please. And I will take your question first because you're the first one to ask me. You know, another thing that you're going to really appreciate is how resourceful you're getting. You're becoming really resourceful. Like, if anybody needs anything, they can count on you. Like, you know exactly where everything is, what you're going to get out of it, and what I feel like you're going to be somebody who a lot of people look up to and ask for advice, opinions, or even just like recommendations. Like, if somebody wants to get their hair done, they're gonna like call you up and say, hey, where do you get your hair done? I really like your new haircut, or something, you know, like just an example, something like that. And I feel like that's also going to be something new for you, where you're like, wow, like people are paying attention to me, I must be doing something right. Lovers is a card of love, but it's also a card of choices. Like, you'll be in a position to make a choice. Look at my little art that I did, because all these people were kind of nude, and YouTube is really crazy about that. So I kind of colored all my cards up that were showing even a bit of skin. Doesn't that look so natural? So yes, you'll be in a position to make shit happen. Yeah, Eight of Cups. You might be leaving your current scenario, but wherever you're going, it's going to be so much better, and you don't even know it. Because Eight of Cups is a card that takes risks. He or she's taking a chance, and like doesn't even know if it's going to be like somewhere better or not. But it is going to be somewhere better, because like, see, the waters are like so much better, the mountains, and then you have this. It's a positive card of leaving your current situation behind and moving towards like more prospects, more chances, more things happening. Hi, Arjun. Thank you, Snow Entry. Yes, I'm not very artistic, but I really appreciate myself when I do, you know, like such artistic stuff like that. Hi, Syra. Hi, Syra. Hello. Rim Jim, this is a collective reading right now, but I do take questions towards the end of my live streams. So feel free to stay if you can, and you can drop in your question and I can answer it. Um, all right, let's see what other blessings. I will be doing oracles as well. Oh wow, we have the Ace of Wands and then we have the King of Wands. That's a really cool card as far as blessings are concerned, because like King of Wands is just full of, you know, just adventure, newness, and a lot of these cards talk about that new spark that you're getting back into your life. Maybe something that you felt like is missing, that you haven't sensed that spark in a while, but you're bringing it back, and the universe is bringing it back towards you. And King of Wands is also about making decisions and sticking to them. I don't see a single cup card so far. Oh yeah, the Eight of Cups is here. I'll show you guys how to get these blessings towards you faster in a bit, okay? Hell yeah, look at that, the World. I mean, if this isn't life coming full circle, then what is? The World is the last card out of the major arcanas. You're definitely leaving something or someone behind, and it's going to be good for you. As hard as it's going to be, it will bring you closer to the people who are going to be good for your soul. It'll bring you closer to your true potential. It'll bring you closer to just your old spark, where you just feel alive again. Anybody here making sense with the read? I would like some feedback, please, right about now. Thank you. You know why they call it growing pains? Because it is painful to grow. Like when babies, they start growing their limbs, or they start growing their height, their muscles grow, they're in a lot of pain. But that pain is important, because that pain lets them know that they're healthy, they're growing, they're feeling, their emotions are in check because they're feeling the pain. So yes, the ending is going to be a rough one. It'll take you a little bit to get over it. But I feel like you're also bringing in your resources with the Queen of Pentacles. And then look at that. The Ten of Swords, she has a phone. Which means, yes, she's been betrayed, but she has her phone on her. So she can just call anybody and she'll be saved, right? So yes, it's going to be rough, but you'll be fine. You'll be safe. And all of this is going to be worth it. And you'll know that it's going to be worth it. Oh, I saw this twice, the Hierophant. This is like a new relationship for some of you. It could also be you getting closer to God, universe, spirit, like whatever higher being you believe in. Hierophant also talks about marriage and higher education. So take whatever you want out of that. That's quite a few blessings here. Sure, I'll answer the question in a bit, Rim Jim. Very clear in your decision. Very clear, cutthroat, not taking any drama from anybody because you're like, I don't need that in my life now. I also feel like you're cutting people out that bring that drama. People who are like, they bring less joy in your life and then they suck away your energy. Those are the kind of people that you're leaving behind now. And if you don't have the, like if you don't have it, I'm not going to say guts because it's really hard if somebody's a friend or a fake friend or trying to be a friend to just be like, I don't want us to be friends again. So even if you don't have it in you to do that, it's going to still happen. Maybe like they cut you off or you get closure, or they're the ones who like, get distance, get a job somewhere else where that they're no longer going to be very close to you as far as proximity is concerned. Yeah, we have the friendship card. Make a date for a play date with one or more friends. Nothing like some good quality time with some good quality people to bring you a little bit of that spark back. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Yes, expect miracles. And this is right next to the Tower and the 10 of Swords. Expect miracles to happen also, in other words, means dream big. Do not limit your dreams. Do not raise your standards, okay? Don't think that if I raise my standards then no one's gonna want to, like be with me, or if I ask for too much then I won't get a job, or like if I don't have standards then maybe I find someone. That's never a good idea because like these things are long term, right? These are not something that you can just live with for 5 days, 6 days and then be like, okay, that's it. So for long, you can pretend for a week, you can pretend for 10 days. Some people even pretend for a year. But can you pretend for 2 years, 3 years? That's going to be exhausting. It'll be absolutely draining if you do that. So be true to who you are, what you want, and do not limit your dreams. At least when you're praying, make sure you pray for everything that you want and more. Right? Because there's no limit to prayers. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. I'm going to put this right next to the Queen of Swords, because with the Queen of Swords card, making a decision is going to be so easy for you. It's going to come naturally to you. And once you make that decision, it's going to bring you clarity, which I feel like some of you watching might be confused about something. Maybe someone's giving you mixed signals, or maybe like you're not sure about a situation. And Spirit wants you to decide. And because like once you make that decision, like listen to your intuition. Your intuition always has the answers. If you stop like putting in too much pressure on your mind or your logical side, your heart knows what it wants, right? The heart wants what it wants. It does. And most of the time, the heart is pushing you towards the right direction. So yeah, Spirit wants you to decide, because once you decide, you are going to be sure about it. It's not going to be dilly-dally. It's not going to be, oh my gosh, did I do the wrong thing? Should I have gone here? Should I have done this? Should I have said this? You are going to be clear in your head, because that's what the Queen of Swords says and expects from you. I'll answer your question, Baba Chakrabarti. You just have to wait until the end of this read, and I'll take all the questions. Not too many people are watching today, so it won't be too long before I reach your questions. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Yes, if someone's giving you something, I saw some celebrity interview just yesterday, I think, and she was saying something like, I hate getting gifts. I hate it when people give me gifts because I'm going to look at the price and I'm going to make sure that whatever I give them is going to be like more expensive than what they gave. And I was just like, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely crazy because if someone's giving you something, you graciously accept it. You don't overthink it. You don't think like, I mean, should I repay them? Like it's crazy, and I understand that society has put that pressure, especially on women, where you don't want to feel like gold diggers, like gold digging from people who don't even have like 10 pennies of gold. But I get that, but that's such an unhealthy, unhealed way to look at things. Allow others to give you care and receive without guilt or apologies. Basically, just thank people who are doing something for you, appreciate it, and if they need it, be there for them, but don't feel guilty about asking for help or receiving help from someone. Sometimes that's literally all you need. Like today, I'm into WWE. I've been watching it since I was a kid, and just today I watched an interview with one of the wrestlers, the female wrestlers, and she was always taken as somebody very unserious. So the interviewer asked her, like, how did you become the champion? And she said, I just went and asked the boss. I was really scared. I thought he's gonna laugh at me, but I just went to him and I said, hey, how about I become champion? And the boss was like, sure, I love that idea. And it just made me feel like sometimes we just think so much in our own heads when the easiest thing to do is just ask for things. Just ask. If you don't get it, that's fine. At least you put yourself out there and you tried, right? At least you know for sure that, okay, I tried. It's not meant to be, so it's not meant to be. But most of the time, you are going to feel so good about actually asking for things from people who can just give it to you. Yes, no entry. You just accept grateful and not look at the price. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I do think about these things a lot because I feel like, especially for women, just it's become more and more hard. Like, even taking something like a gift is a challenge, it's not fair. Especially when you didn't even ask for it. You were just given by someone who wanted to give it to you. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance coming to you now. Why am I not surprised that this came when I was talking about blessings? Abundance is coming to you now. Just open the box. Open the door. Open up the door. Right? Because if you don't even try to open the door, you might not even know what's behind it. So yes, the universe is saying you have abundance, you have blessings coming your way, but you need to get out of the way and just accept it. Blessings and blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Wow. Your dreams are, this one kind of just flew. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Yes, don't quit. Keep going. It might seem like nothing's happening, but it is happening, right? And sometimes when things are coming too fast, it doesn't feel like it's changing at all. Like when you're on a plane, If there's no turbulence, it just feels like if you look outside the window, it feels like you're stuck in the same place for so long, but we know how fast planes go, right? So just because you don't see the change doesn't mean it's not there. It is there. You just don't see it because maybe life is moving too fast. All right, I'm gonna pull some of these oracles. If you guys have a yes or no question, then feel free to ask that to yourself. You don't have to write it down. It can be a secret yes or no question. And let's see what the universe wants you to know. What's up? Guys, please subscribe if you're here, and especially if you've asked me something. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. That really helps me with the engagement. I see you sending hearts. Thank you so much for that. I really like that 100 emoji as well. If you resonate, then send me that. Only if you resonate, so I feel like I'm making sense. Gracias. Big happy changes. Big happy changes. And we start with that. I literally said that in the beginning of this read. Big changes are entering your life. Just accept it. And be ready for it. Sometimes change is really hard too, right? Let go. Like all these cards in the beginning, the Tower and the Ten of Swords, they're screaming, let go of anything or anyone that's bringing you down. Let go of anyone who's giving you mixed signals, because if it isn't a hell yes, it's a hell no. There's no in between, okay? There's no time for confusion, especially if you have been with someone for a while, for them to at least make up their mind about you, right? Helpful people, literally talked about this, that ask people for help, because there are helpful people that the universe is bringing towards you who are ready and willing to help you. Ooh, look at that. Success. Lot of success, abundance, good vibes, positive energy, and people who actually bring the best in you, and not ones who are like draining for your energy. And this one says you're ready. So if there's something on your mind that you're unsure of but you've been wanting to do for a while, this is confirmation that you are ready to step into that and you're ready to make that change. Meditation brings answers. That's a card that popped up. So if you know how to meditate, that's great. If you don't, it's literally just quieting your thoughts, quieting your mind. It takes practice, but you just sit in silence, maybe outside somewhere where there's no honking, but there is just listen to the birds chirping or the trees or rain. It's been raining a lot these days, so just listening to the rain with the eyes closed, focusing on that is also a type of meditation. Meditation does not have to be like, you don't have to be yogic for that, right? It's that easy. It's that easy. Just focus on your own breathing, if nothing else. In the near future. So yes, abundance in the near future for you. So you don't have to wait that long. It is coming to you sooner than you think. A year from now, you are going to be unrecognizable to yourself in a beautiful way. I got another ask for help from others. I'm trying to get like a first yes. Oh wow, the first card I saw was yes. So whatever question you had for yes or no, the answer is yes. And it is a positive yes, okay? So, yeah, this yes is a good one. All right, so I will leave the reading here and then take questions now. I don't think I have that many questions, so this shouldn't be a very long video, hopefully. But let's see. What questions we got? What time is it where you guys are watching me from? Love to see. Love to hear that. Because sometimes I film like at another time, and then sometimes I film at this time. So I'm trying to see like what time I get the most viewership. A reminder to subscribe, please. Okay, Snow Intery, your question was first, so I will answer first. Thank you. Near future. Okay, what's up for Snow Inter XY? Snow Inter XY. Knight of Wands. Okay, adventure is entering your life in the near future. This could also be a person who's very adventurous, fun-loving, flirty, fun, new relationship energy for you. Yeah, definitely near future. And then we have the 301. So you're stepping into more adventure, more fun, just more light-hearted energy. So if you've had like a very serious year so far and you're wondering like, oh my gosh, when are things going to get easy? Yes, it's coming. Things are getting easier for you, okay? So you just need to get your 8 hours of sleep. If you're not, I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but yeah, make sure you're sleeping enough, because yes, you are going to get so much more in your near future, so you're gonna need your rest. All right, next up, Rim Jim, when will be Adish Bhagati's next action towards Rupashi Sharma? Commitment and reconciliation. No contact separation, okay. Okay, let's see what their energy is. We have the Empress. I think this person is more focused on himself right now. And then we have the King of Wands. They have like bigger priorities, I would say, that they're focused on right now. They're not thinking about relationshipy stuff. The Chariot. Yeah, it looks like they have gone far. Is this also a long distance connection here? But I do feel like they're very distracted with other things right now. Rim Jim, whoever you're asking for. So I don't see any next action anytime soon. Okay, that doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. It just means that I don't see it happening like right now. That's what the card said. All right. Any other questions? Baban Chakrabarti. If someone is just hanging in some situations and facing difficulties to choose correct paths, what should someone do? I think you should like sit down with yourself and actually like maybe write down or think about both the paths, which one to choose, A or B. And sometimes, okay, I'll tell you a little secret. Like, I use tarot as a tool, right? I don't use it as much as divination. I use it as a psychological tool. So when I'm confused, I have done this. I don't do that many readings for myself because they're always biased. But when I'm confused between two things or more than two things, I will take piles. Like, for example, you're confused between should I go A or should I go B? You start taking cards for A, and then you start taking cards for B. And somewhere in your brain, it's going to click what side you want for the cards to come positive in. And that's the answer. It's not about the cards. It's not about what's like the interpretation or anything. It's psychologically, you're going to know that, oh, I really wish that this side comes out positive. And that's the path you take, because that's what you want to do. That's where your heart is. So that's my little psychological trick for you to end that confusion and just do the right thing for yourself. Yes, Rim Jim, it was Anushka Sharma, correct. Wow, you know your Bollywood, huh? um, yes, Baba, and it's always nice to help someone, and whether they help you back or not, it shouldn't be something that stops us from, being who we want to be. But yes, do not become a doormat for anybody because that's gonna mess with yourself. Don't like bend over backwards to please anybody. Yes, Baban, I've answered your question. Uh, I think that's it. Any other questions? Sounds nice. Yes, thank you. You just need to ask me once, guys. I take all questions. So do not like repeat the questions again and again. That's not gonna make me go faster. I go in an order. First come, first basis. YR report. Will I succeed in inventing electricity generator which runs in the sea? Wow, just the fact that you're thinking about something like that, YR, I would say yes, you're already successful. I don't need cards for this. I'm going to say yes, you got this, you can do this. Trust in yourself. I did take a card though, just for you. High Priestess says trust in yourself. So, yes, you already know how to do it. So I would say go ahead. All right. Guys, I don't do health readings. That's out of my um forte. I don't like to talk about anyone's health. That's for your doctor. All right. I don't see any other questions, guys, so I am going to leave this here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in my other live. I hope you subscribe so you don't miss it. And if there are any more questions, feel free to leave me in my next live stream. Until then, stay serene.